Today's one of those weeks where I'm so glad we're covering the verse we're covering today, because I could use a little boost in my life, and it'd be great to talk through this verse right now. We're covering 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 9, and it says, "Stand firm against him and be strong in your faith." Simple, short words, but yet in the life we live here in this world, so difficult sometimes, isn't it? I mean, just think about how the world has changed in the last 8 months. We're in places we never thought we'd be, and there's no signs of it slowing down anytime soon. So we really need to be deeply rooted, very strong in our faith. And in this instance, Peter is telling us to stand firm against him, pointing back to Satan, who we talked about last week, right? He's always there planting these seeds of doubt in our mind. And in these times, it's very easy to buy into his lies and deception. So I've identified a couple places in my life where I think Satan attacks me and where it's hard for me to resist. And I want to talk about that today, because I'm sure you're not much different than I, and you've got those places in your life. The first one is outside influences, those things every day that surround us, and maybe we get comfortable with situations that maybe cause us to step back a little in how we're following Christ. Maybe not push as hard, become complacent. I once heard that described as a word picture of a lazy river. That, the lazy river, it's really easy to get in there in your inner tube or whatever and just drift along with life. I mean, that's the way it is every day, right? It's really easy to drift with our surroundings. But what we need to be doing is standing firm. And even though in a lazy river, that water's not moving that fast, if we're not resisting it, we're going to start moving with it. And in our faith, we don't want that, because it's going to take us away from Jesus, away from God. But the one really resonating with me today is another area of my life, and that's the inside world, the inside my head world. We talk about how we love to see the word "but" in the Bible, because it's always "but God," and he does something unbelievable. But yet when the word "but" is inside my head, that's where I'm really struggling in my faith. That happened to me last night. We're dealing with a life situation here, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I found it hard to fall back asleep, because I'm sitting here thinking about all these little things in life. I've told you before, I kind of suffer with anxiety, and normally I have a verse that I meditate on and go back to sleep. Not a problem. Last night, I even took it to a new verse that a friend told me, Jeremiah 32:27. And it says, "I am the Lord, the God of all flesh." Is anything too difficult for me? No, it isn't, right? But in my head, I'm saying, but what if? But, and I'm losing that trust in the moment. And this is where Peter's saying, stand firm against him. Stand on what you know. And that, man, is so hard. But I just want to encourage you to keep pushing, keep trying. Now, same with myself. I mean, these times are tough, and things are going on that maybe we don't like, maybe we don't agree with, and maybe it's something in our personal life that we need to stand firm against. And I just want to encourage you that you're not alone. Just like this verse continues to say, we're not in this struggle together. All of us struggle with it. All of us have a little doubt sometimes, but we need to be strong in our faith. I looked up this phrase, stand firm against him. And most of the time, it's mentioned in the Bible, it's going along with that other part. Stand firm in your faith. Stand firm in your trust. That is the only weapon that you and I have against Satan, is the trust that we know Jesus has already come. He's already won this battle, and one day everything will be as it should be. And really, that should put life in this world every day into context for us. Just to look forward to that day, to be with him when everything will be right. And I just really think it's so important Take a step back and remember that today. Just remember, God is with you where you are. He's with you in the struggle. He's with you in the joy. And just look to him and stand firm and resist the doubt and temptation and just keep it all pointed at him. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.